What is up, guys? Today I'm filming a girl talk video because I haven't filmed one in a while. I always say that because it's always been a while before I do something. I'm gonna be as honest as possible because I'm a very honest person. But if you're new, subscribe, like this video, comment, follow my Instagrams, Kimono Stories and Faded Boards, turn your post notifications, and yeah, I got some really good questions. So the first question is, how did you and your mans meet? I actually said it on Instagram because it still shocks me to this day. We met on Tinder, and it's kind of a long story because when I met him, I wasn't really looking for a boyfriend. I was just like trying to get myself out there and see what was in store for me instead of what I was getting. So he reached out to me. I mean, I swiped yes on him, even though, like, from what I remember, he had like an office quote and something about Star Wars in his bio, and I was like, I don't even think he's gonna notice me, but I don't even like those two things, but I'm just gonna give it a shot because he seems really nice. I don't know, just like when I looked at him, he seemed really nice. From like, he was just different. It was a vibe thing. And then we started talking, and he sounded like really eager to talk to me, even though he didn't know me. And I was just like, why is he so excited to talk to me? Like, I'm just like super nonchalant. It's probably really bad how nonchalant I am, but I was just like chilling. And then he was just like so hyper all the time and like super eager to talk to me. And then I gave him my Instagram, and people reach out to me first because I don't really reach out to people. But yeah, okay, so the next question is, what's some of your advice for girls in high school? Okay, the person that you're probably gonna most likely date is probably not gonna be like someone you're gonna be with forever. That's a really rare case to be with someone that long after high school, but most likely you're not gonna be with that person very long because people make it seem like it could happen, but just depending on how emotionally mature you guys are, it could work, but most of the time it doesn't work out. It's mostly just because of immature reasons. And something to say to my younger self in high school, hopefully it will help you guys, but I don't really know, because like the question was kind of vague and I didn't really know how to respond to it, but I guess I'm just gonna rephrase it kind of. To tell my younger self in high school what might help me as a younger person, I would probably be like, you should have only really focused on yourself and really no one else, and the people that you have in high school, you're most likely not going to be friends with them out of high school. Honestly, don't. The last time I talked to someone from high school was in 2018, like months after I graduated, or 2019, I don't really know because I morph 2018 and 2019 together, so I mix up the years a lot. But like, you're most likely not going to be friends with them. It's really like, I don't know, because I think it's because we're all doing our own thing, and plus I'm out of state, which really shouldn't be an excuse, but I don't really have any interest of being friends with people from my past life, like in high school, because they were all very negative and toxic, and I was a very pessimistic person in high school because I think I was just like, because I was around so many negative people that I just kind of like absorbed it. I wish I could have like really was a confident person back then, so I wouldn't let things like what I went through really get to me like how it did, because I went through a lot in high school. I had so many things to say, and not let boys get to me, I guess, like boys' opinions get to me, because I felt like I did. I didn't think I was actually gonna date in high school because everyone seemed like they only liked blonde girls, blue eyes, and then when I found out like people liked me, I was just like, what? More confident and not be so like worried about what everyone else thinks, because being a teenager, you're very impressionable, you absorb things, you want to do things, you want to rebel. I never really rebelled. I don't feel like I fit in with most teenagers, to be honest. Ever since I became a teenager, I never felt like I fit in with them. because I didn't really want to do things that everyone else wanted to do, because like whenever people romanticize the hell out of being a teenager, they're just like, you're most likely going to do something illegal, or you're probably going to do this, that, and the third, and I never really had interest in that. I've been around a lot of people that did drugs, and I used to have a really close friend that was always on house arrest and was always getting into fights. I had a really close friend that was like this Native American girl that I really liked, but no one else liked her because she looked scary, but she was always in fights, and I liked her. I mean, I don't know, I gravitated more to people that were misunderstood, and I think it's because I was misunderstood, I felt like, for a long time. But yeah, I don't know, I don't really do that compared to a lot of other teenagers. I don't think I was really that bad, to be honest, even though I felt like I didn't make a lot of good choices with people and things. Compared to what I see nowadays, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I hope. I mean, I don't know. So, I don't know if that even answered the question. I tried. So, you deal with jealousy from other girls. I nearly got into a fight because of this. Like, with the jealousy thing, because I was jealous for a little bit, but after a while I kind of stopped caring about what people were doing, and I realized that it's better to not react over something like that than to react, because I realized how much energy it takes to react over something like that. You know, it takes a lot out of me, and it takes me a long time to calm down from it, because it's like you're taking me to, like, I'm going from right here to like right here, and then whenever I'm like really upset and jealous, I can say the most reckless things ever. But honestly, it's just better not to react, and I have been doing that for months now, because it's just so much better, and it just seems like it's kind of like helping me from not reacting as much, because it just seems like it's just a waste of time. No, if a relationship is about lust or love, this is kind of obvious. I feel like this is kind of obvious, because if you're with someone that's only for lust, then you're gonna be seeing the signs, honestly, because you're gonna be seen as just an object to the person. Don't see anything past that. Like, they just see you as just another person to get their nut off, and honestly, that sucks. But people are like that, and it does suck, but you could tell the difference. There's a huge difference between the two. You can tell if someone actually really genuinely likes you without even saying anything, and you could tell if someone actually just sees you just as an object. Because I just think, maybe because I'm too observant, maybe that's what it is, but you can definitely tell, like, if you're with that person. Next one is PMS staple products for cramps and cravings. Okay, use on my period is, okay, I've been using CBD for my PMS symptoms and on my period. I just got this a couple days ago, and I've been using this lately. It's from Omnia. It's called Omnia, and you can get 15% off if you use my code KYMANA15. So this is a lavender flavor, and this is manufactured in San Diego, and if you didn't know, I'm from there, so you know, I had this weird spiritual connection to this. Explained the benefits a long time ago, but I still use it to this day. But I will link their Instagram down below. This is THC free, before I forget that part. The taste of it, you can definitely taste the lavender. A little bit, it kind of catches you off guard, but how I do it is I put it under my tongue, because it's like easy to absorb, and then I take it. Different flavors, by the way. It's not just that. They have a turmeric one. They have a lot of other stuff on there, so try it. Also, candy is always like my staple product on my period. Also, period underwear, magnesium pills, they help with cramps. For the last few times I've been on my period, I've been really craving salty stuff. It's really annoying because I don't really like eating like crazy salty stuff, but that's what I've been craving. Like, one of my periods, I wanted to put salt on top of an orange and then eat it, and I still haven't tried it yet because I just thought it was too weird to try. But I really want to try it because I don't feel like it's that weird now that I'm thinking about it. But those are my staple products, to be honest. Heating pads, lavender oil. Sometimes I use this. This is a CBD balm that I got last year from a different company. I don't remember the name of it, and I really hate that. I would have to literally look at one of my Omegle videos to talk about it because that's when I talked about this product. But I don't remember which Omegle video. Stay confident. Said therapy, and also let me show you. Oh, no, Lenny, stop. Okay, so for months I was reading this book. I got this for my birthday last year because kymanachristineyt and a lot of other YouTubers were saying that this was a really good book. Chapters in here that kind of did help with my confidence, to be honest, because it's mostly like you need to stop doubting yourself, and there's a lot of stuff about loving yourself in here. And this other book, she has one for money, and I heard that, I don't know, I haven't heard anything about that. This one is the more common one. But right now I'm reading, I really want to start reading, but I just think I need to like invest in an audiobook because I think that would be helpful, so I don't have to be so like dozing off all the time, because these are really good books, but it's just like I can't relate to some of the things this says, but most of the chapters I did relate to it. But this is the new book I've been reading. Both books are really good, to be honest, if you don't really like therapy or you're just not into therapy, because some people are just so weirded out by therapy when it's really not that bad. I don't know why people are so weirded out by it, but I've met so many people that were like, why does Kimana need therapy? She doesn't seem like she needs therapy. But I just don't tell everyone my business. It's like telling yourself positive affirmations every day before you wake up, and then maybe even look in the mirror and be like, wow, I look good today. And sometimes I say it in my head, and then I have to like really firmly believe that, because there'll be times where I'm just like, I don't really feel like I look good today, because it's like my hair feels like, I feel like it really brings out me, like, and if it's not defined and not soft and it just looks frizzy and gross, I get a little bit insecure, because I feel like it could look better, but the amount of time I take on my hair is ridiculous. But take a while. It's not gonna happen overnight. You're not gonna see instant results. It takes a long time, and that's what people really need to realize. Like, I wish that I was as confident as I was when I was in 4th grade too, you know, and it stayed all throughout my life. But honestly, things happen. But now I'm trying to go back into that groove instead of just being like, feeling like I always need reassurance every 2 seconds. So the last questions is advice on dating or boys. I don't know. Okay, so okay, I don't know. Honestly, for me personally, it's really a vibe thing for me. I'm just trying to use my own experiences. Like, if you have a really good vibe and you're really consistent, you're not really like, if you're not an F-boy, you're not like a loser, then, and it's some other stuff, then it can work out. But I don't know, like, it seems like it's so much harder to date in this day and age because everyone has so many weird expectations for their significant other now that are just kind of like unrealistic to me. I don't know, it's just really hard, and it seems like it just gets harder and harder as the years go on. Like, people want girls with big butts, and I saw this TikTok once that was like, what guys pick between girlfriends or something like that. And then there was one girl that was like super successful, but she was super socially awkward or something. And then the other one was, she was thick, and then she had no life goals and something stupid. And then the guy ends up going to the one that has no life goals and is thick. I don't know, I see that a lot. But honestly, first of all, don't force someone to like you. Don't force yourself to like someone. Don't rush into anything. Either, I feel like people are lowering their standards nowadays. That's probably what it is. That's what I was trying to say in the most nicest way possible. I feel like so many people lower their standards when it comes to dating now. It just seems like everyone just kind of settles for less. Well, a lot of people, not everyone. But I personally don't like settling for less because it gets me nowhere in life. And I've always been the person that's had standards for when it comes to dating. And if you didn't meet that expectation, that's on you. And it's nothing crazy. It's really nothing crazy. It's just people make it seem like it's so like when I talk about, well, in the past, I won't say now because I'm not interested in anyone else but the person I'm with. So literally when I would tell them what I looked for in people and guys, they would act like I murdered someone because it just would be like so much. Or they'd be like, oh, I can probably get to that one day. But I'm just like, what about now? Like, what now? What's wrong now? Like, not be anything crazy, but I just feel like a lot of people lower their standards nowadays and just would rather be with someone that just has like nothing going for them instead of like people that actually have stuff going for them. And it just seems like they get more intimidated by people with actual goals and actually are has something going for them, is what I've realized. Like, it's kind of weird. Kind of toxic friends and drama. I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. I mean, you just have to start distancing yourself once you start really noticing that they're not really good for you, finding other friends and stuff like that. With family, does that say family? Because that's a whole different story. Oh, that's something else. Okay, anyways, yeah, I think this is the end of the video because I've been talking a lot and I feel like I kind of got off on a tangent. If you enjoyed, like this video, comment. If you have any video requests, comment them down below. My Instagram, kymanachristineyt. Follow that one in particular because, you know, I'm on it the most. See you in my next video.